Fantasy Football TokeNCast. I'm your host, Travis.
And I'm Ricky.
And we are going to be talking dope or nope today. And
what is dope or nope, Travis?
Dope or nope?
Dope,
Dope, nope.
dope, dope,
Dope or nope?
nope, dope,
Nope.
dope or nope.
It's going to be players on your teams and players in the games that we like and dislike.
Oh.
So we're going to pick one of each. So it's going to be, we're basically going to go back and forth picking who we dislike first, and then we'll pick who we like, and we'll give reasons why we like them or whatever.
Which y'all fucked up and which y'all did all right.
That's right. And we're going to be doing it from your teams right now, like people we like this week on your teams and people that you probably maybe shouldn't play this week.
Football's here, man.
That's right.
It's football time. Doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. The draft is over. It was a fun time. It was a great time, great draft. But it's game time, week 1, and it's time for people to lose. It's time for people to win.
Yeah, it is. And
let go.
So we're gonna go into y'all's teams right now.
Scoping it out.
I guess we'll just start with Cody's because that's who we're on.
Zeke and Destroy.
Zeke and Destroy. He's got, obviously, Ezekiel Elliott. He's got Lamar Miller. I like A.J. Green this week. That's a very...
Great play.
Yeah,
Great play this week. He's going to kill it.
I like Chris Hogan because who the fuck else are they going to throw it to? You got Gronk and Chris Hogan. So he's got all the points in New England this week. I don't
Versus my defense.
Right. Oh shit! Yeah, that is a problem. It is against the Texans, and he has a Texans D.
So good this year, I don't even care.
Right. Okay.
All right. So, well, who's your dope and who's your nope?
Okay, so the dope would. Well, we'll do the nope first. If anybody's a bad play this week, I feel like Chris Carson's might be game. What is it called? Game flowed out of the game. Basically, they're gonna have to throw a bunch because they're gonna be behind.
Yeah, the Seattle's going into Denver. Okay, Chris Carson's hoping he can show that he's the guy. But when you're in Denver, even if they're not quite as elite as they once were a few years ago, they're still going to stack the box. They're gonna wreck him. They're gonna put up the wall. So Chris Carson might have some trouble. That might be a good nope here for Cody's roster. But who's
saying that? It's still. I mean,
he's still a starting running back.
I mean, yeah, he's going to be startable for sure.
I mean, yeah, definitely startable. Anytime you got a starting running back, it doesn't really matter what team they're on. Definitely valuable.
Who is your nope?
Who's my nope? I think Cody's got a good roster here. I'm not too worried about his team. I just think he's got a solid team. He's got some high floors. But if I had to,
very true.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to pick one, I do. I think I'm gonna have to agree with you on Chris Carson here, just because I actually like a lot of his plays. Otherwise,
Right.
So yeah, my nope is definitely gonna be Chris Carson here.
And my dope is definitely A.J. Green. I think he's gonna have at least 100 yards.
AJ
Probably
Green, yeah.
I would say he's going to get a touchdown.
I mean, going into play against the Colts, whose secondary is not going to be able to stop Andy Dalton. We'll see about that. But I think my dope on this lineup here is going to have to be Gronk. I think Gronk's going to smash.
Yeah, he is.
I think he's at home. He's
got
comfortable.
Them incentives he's got to hit.
Yeah, I think he's going to eat. He's healthy. He's ready to roll.
All right. So we're going to go to the African Dick Dicks.
African Dick Dicks. Okay, Mr. Latham.
Right. Who's my nope? Let's see. We got. You know what? I'm gonna go contrarian here. I'm gonna say James Conner.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Travis, is that
And I'm gonna
is
get,
that treason?
Okay, so
is that treason?
That's my team. I like James Conner a lot, and I think that he's good. I don't think he's as good as Le'Veon, obviously, but I think that they're going to throw the ball a whole bunch, even though there's going to be weather there. I feel like Ben's got something to prove, and maybe their line does too, but I feel like I'm just saying. I'm not saying don't play him, obviously, but hold up your expectations. I don't know if he's going to be Le'Veon in Week 1.
Okay. Well, I think I hear that. I think that's a fair assessment, although a little spicy coming from you.
Yeah.
I think
I
Keith.
was thinking about that earlier.
I think Keith had a good draft here altogether. Honestly, I
True.
think it's good that he ended up with Connor. That was a little scary there for a bit. Had to spend a little bit for it, but
He did. He
Zep-
beat me out.
yeah, but it was
Man.
he needed that. It was a good call to grab James Conner, even though he is your nope of this week. But I think my nope here for Keith, although I think he's pretty well rounded, is I'm nervous, and I'm sure he's a little nervous too. But I'm nervous about Andrew Luck just because I haven't seen him really tear it up in terms of the long ball. I haven't seen him chunk that shit a lot. I saw him make some good plays. He looks healthy. He looks fine. He looks like he has that top 5 upside, but I haven't seen him chunk that shit. And I think that once I see him really demonstrate that he's the same dude, I'll be more comfortable with that. But going at this point, I haven't seen that to the maximum yet. So we'll see about that.
I really like Andrew Luck. Honestly, I'm a fan.
I mean, I think I have no problem with Andrew Luck. At this point, there's no reason to doubt it. But yeah, he just hadn't played in a while. That's all.
So I think I'm gonna go with Travis Kelce as my dope, and not just because he has my name. Damn it.
Why is he your dope?
Because it's not positive whether Joey Bosa is going to play this week. He had a foot injury, so they're not 100% on that, and I feel like they're going to line Travis Kelce up on his side every time, and the linebacker's not going to be able to get there.
Fair enough. I mean, it's Travis Kelce, so I don't think I would doubt you on that one. My dope, when looking at Keith's team here, is 100% and pretty easy for me. I'm going to say Golden Tate. Golden Tate is my dope just because of this matchup. It's beautiful. You're at home. Okay, you're going against the Jets, who are fairly terrible, and I just think Stafford's gonna eat it up. So
sure.
like a jumping MP5 one tap, I think the Lions just automatically destroy the Jets, and Keith succeeds on that one.
I think that's true as well. All right, so next we're going to go to the Get Good Gordons. My dope is probably going to be, I would say, Leonard Fournette.
Yep.
Because I think they're going to wax that ass, and he's going to get a lot of he's going to get a lot of run in the game.
He's going to get a lot of run in the game.
And then my nope on his team, I mean, he already knows it's going to be Derrick Henry because I think Deion Lewis is going to outscore him.
That's fair. Well, I mean, when I look at Brian's roster, I think he did a great job as usual. I mean, he's just a good drafter. Sure. He always gets excellent depth. He excels at depth and usually at running backs in particular. But he's pretty patient and waiting on particular positions. So I like his team overall as usual. If I have to pick a nope, it's going to be that Jordan Reed.
Oof. He's Rule 86 though.
Sure. You enjoy. Have fun with that. I don't fuck with that. I'll take my Delaney all day. I'm a Delaney man for life, and I don't fuck with the Reed. Right. But he's got upside, so there's that. I see that. Okay. So my dope, and there are many to choose from here. But I'm just gonna have to say that. I did like your pick, but it's gonna be Matty Stafford for me. I think Stafford's gonna eat up. As I already mentioned about Golden Tate, I think that's going to be a bomb this weekend.
Alrighty. Now we're going to go over world domination. Okay, so my dope is definitely going to be Keenan Allen. I really think that's going to shoot out. I really think that Phillip Rivers is going to have a good game too. I think they're going to pass a lot. Obviously, it's going to be a lot to Melvin Gordon too, but I think it's going to be a high-volume game for sure. And my nope, I'm going to have to go, he's got a good team.
Thank you,
I'm going to have to go Cooper Kupp, though. I mean, just because I don't know, I feel like the Rams are going to put it on Oakland, and I feel like they're not going to need Cooper Kupp a lot in the game.
That's fair. Appreciate the kind words. I think I had a solid draft overall. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm a little nervous about a few positions, but I guess that's pretty normal, right? I think I got some good flyer options that might pan out in my favor. I liked what I saw already with Tevin Coleman in that first game, even though it was kind of a shitty game. Both teams were pretty bad, but Tevin Coleman, he looked all right, and he got 11 points or whatever. I'm happy with that on my bench. So my dope, I'm a little nervous, but I'm just gonna have to say Saquon because I'm excited about.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm excited to see what Saquon brings to the table. We all saw what Zeke brought to the table, so if I got anything close to that or better, I'll be a happy man.
Saquon,
that's right.
Lucy.
My nope is probably going to be Butker. I like Butker, and he's a good kicker. Butker's kicker's a good kicker, but I just don't know. I just don't know about the Chargers' defense. They're pretty solid, and maybe he won't get the opportunities. I think he will. So we'll find out.
All right, next we're gonna go to the booty scooters.
Booty scooters.
Scooting.
She's scooting that booty.
All right, my dope is gonna be honestly, Cam Newton. Why not?
Why not?
He's going to be really good, and I don't feel like Dallas's defense is that good. I know Brian would probably say otherwise, and Keith would probably say otherwise.
We'll find out, Travis.
But, yeah,
we'll find out, Travis.
You would say otherwise.
We'll march right into Cam Newton. We'll booty scoot on into Cam Newton's hometown and fuck him up.
So my nope is going to be. I'm going to say Ty Montgomery because I feel like Jamal. What's his name? Is it Jamal Williams? Okay. I was like, is it? Okay.
Yes, Travis, it's Jamal Williams.
So I feel like Jamal Williams is going to get most of the run in this game because I feel like they're going to beat Chicago, and yeah, I just feel like they're going to run more.
That's fair. What you thinking otherwise? Oh yeah, you did. Okay. All right. I think for my overall, I think Leslie had a great draft. When you look at her draft history, she's obviously learned a lot and increased pretty exponentially and pretty quickly in terms of her draft strategy. She knows a lot now, and I think that shows in the way she really drafted her team, both in depth and starting positions. Made some good decisions. So in terms of the dope pick, I am a big fan of Mixon this season. I just think that Mixon might finally blossom into what we know he can be. He's got great vision. He's gonna if the Bengals O-line can step up even just marginally, I think you see Mixon take off a little bit if they trust him enough to give him the ball a healthy amount. My nope, I definitely agree with your nope pick, just because of it has upside, but it's also just doesn't have the higher floor that you're looking for, just because you don't know, right? You're just not sure. Right. However, I'm going to have a retroactive nope here with the Zach Ertz, because did you see Zach Ertz fucking drop the ball like a bunch of times? The dude got a lot of targets. Okay, it's still of course you're gonna roll him out, right? But he dropped the ball a lot. He dropped the ball in that one, so that's my nope. Retroactive nope.
8 catches for 33 yards.
Okay.
Gross. Okay, so we're gonna
booty scooting away.
Yeah. We're gonna go to. Yeah, he didn't have them Gronk incentives for sure. All right, we're gonna go to pass me the toilet.
Pass him the toilet.
My bad. So my dope on his team is definitely going to be. Oh man. My dope is got to be Kenyon Drake, I guess, because I can't pick Julio Jones because he's already scored 31 points.
God damn.
Julio, ridiculous.
Stop.
That's
Julio.
Ridiculous, man. 169 yards. He'd have 2,700 yards on that pace. 2,700 yards.
And how many touchdowns?
0.
Oh, that's just cruel. That's cruel.
He didn't. If he's on the same pace, he didn't have a touchdown in the game.
Yeah, I saw that crazy stat. Matt Ryan is 1 for 20 to Julio Jones in the red zone over the last 2 seasons.
That's gross. That's gross.
1 in 20.
All right, so my nope is definitely going to be Devin Funchess. I know I went with my dope as Cam Newton, but I feel like Cam Newton's going to score all the touchdowns. I don't think that he's going to throw it to Devin Funchess very much, mainly because he has his blanket back, Greg Olson.
Well, I mean, one might say that Mr. McCaffrey's going to get his too in terms of
that as well.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that's fair. That's fair. When I look at Aaron's draft, I think he also made some good calls. I really like how he started his draft. I think that was a really smart decision he made to pick up both Julio and Adams. I think when you in fantasy you kind of roll with the punches in the draft, right? And at the position that he was dealt, which is the end of the draft, you're at the mercy of things, right? So he adapted well to that, and he picked up both 2 elite receivers. So I think that was sharp, and I think those 2 guys are definitely going to benefit him this season. But when I pick a dope, I think Adams. I'm just going to go Adams because I think he's going to
be good.
He's going to be good. He's going to get those touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers throwing you the ball. He's going to eat. When I pick a nope, wow, Funchess is the correct nope if I'm honest, because I'm looking at his roster and I like a lot of his other guys, so I'm gonna have to just agree with Travis on this one. It's more fun to be contrarian, but it's just the clear one here for me.
All right, we got Flame Bald Wonder Pirates.
Travis.
That'll be my team. Okay, so for a dope, I'm going to say David Johnson because it's David Johnson. It's the first time I got to use him in like 2 years. It's like it's going to be sweet, I'm saying. Then a nope, if I had to pick a nope for my team, it would be Rex Burkhead. I've heard a lot of bad things about James White going to take some, which I also have, but whatever. James White is going to be taking a lot of the work because they think that Houston's going to be ahead in the game for a lot of it.
Okay, nice. I mean, yeah, I agree. I agree with your analysis on both those points there. I think you had a strong draft as always. I look at your team. I like your starters. I like the opportunities that the guys on the bench have. You got a little fucked with the Darius Guy situation. He was I think he was going to be a huge player in fantasy this season. But overall, you still, as always, had a really strong draft. I definitely, in terms of your dope of the draft, beyond DJ, which is an obvious dope here, I think Crowder as a flex play. I'm high on Crowder. I think in that situation, Alex Smith is definitely going to look his way, even if he does spread the love a little bit. I think Crowder's going to have a great season. He's got upside, and I think he's got a safe floor too as a flex play. When I look at the nope situations, I'm a little nervous about Mike Evans this week going in to play against the Saints, where their secondary proved last year that they were pretty badass. And Evans had a really rough year, so we're kind of nervous. Are we going to get the 2016 Beastly Evans, or are we going to get the 17 Evans?
Took my TY.
So we'll see. I mean, he could feast, or he could get wrecked. We'll find out.
Alrighty, so we're gonna go to
Amr.
the Todd time.
The Todd time.
All right.
Get carried, scrub.
Okay, so a dope for Amr, it'll be Michael Thomas for sure.
Nice.
So Michael Thomas is going to eat this week. He's going to be really good in DFS if you're going to play that. Yeah, he's going to get a lot of work without Mark Ingram there because they're not going to give all of it to Kamara.
And the ghillie suit.
And then a nope for this team. Honestly, I'm going to say Demaryius Thomas. I'm not a big fan of Demaryius Thomas this year, mainly because they have a quarterback who's a little bit different than the ones that they have had. It's not the big arm. He's going to throw it a lot to Emmanuel Sanders, and I feel like that's going to be where the ball's going to go in this game too.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying there. nervous about are you going to see vintage 2011 Demaryius Thomas with Peyton Manning where he was just beastly, or are you going to see more recent Demaryius Thomas where you're not quite as sure exactly how it's going to go? When I look at Amr's team, Amr's usually a sleeper. He's a good fantasy player. He's always in the mix. He has a good draft. I really, really like, as my dope pick, Royce Freeman. I just think Royce Freeman's going to have a great year. I think he looked great in what we've seen already. So I'm definitely thinking he's going to continue that trend. My note pick is I'm nervous. I'm nervous about Greg Olsen a little bit. I just think that he was excellent and so consistent for so long before that injury, but since that injury, I just think he looked a little different in the way he played or the way he was used or both. And he very well could be the regular guy and he'd just be a favorite target, but I don't know. After the injury, he just looked a little bit. It was a little different, so we'll see how he looks moving forward.
I just feel like Cam's got to have someone to throw it to.
I mean, they got some new receiving weapons there as well beyond Greg Olsen. So
all right, that's true. DJ Moore. Okay, we're gonna go over Chris Lang's team. YOLO swag for Jesus 420.
Classic Lang.
So for a dope, I'm gonna say Jay Ajayi because I'm mad about it because I got
Retroactive
20
dope.
points on me
2 touchdowns
in a different league, and I'm angry about it because it's why he got 15 touches and 2 touchdowns. That's stupid.
Eagles, yo.
And then my nope is going to be actually, so I'm not saying don't play him. It's going to be Antonio Brown because it's going to be.
It might be doo-doo.
It's going to be raining there. I think Ben's going to use his tight ends a lot. Maybe Juju over the middle, short passes. I don't know if Antonio's going to get loose for one because they said it's almost guaranteed. It's like 90%. So
I don't want any part of the receiving game in the Cleveland versus Pittsburgh game. That's going to be a shit show, and I'll take the runners. That's it in that game.
Yeah.
When I look at this team, Chris Lang, you did a great job. I really think Christian McCaffrey is my dope. I just think he's going to have a hell of a year. I think that's a fantastic pick. He's going to be great for you, especially in this half-point league. When I look at the nope, I'm nervous about Evan Ingram myself. I think that he was great last year, but he was also hyper-targeted with the amount of injuries they had, and now they have all their weapons back and ready to rumble. So Evan Ingram will still be talented, but I don't think he will have nearly as many targets as he did last year.
I agree. Okay, so we're going to R plus L.
Miranda.
R plus L equals OBJ. All right. Obviously you gotta like, oof, man. I like Odell, but I don't like that matchup. So
He doesn't matter what matchup it is. It's Odell.
I think I'm gonna have to make my my.
At home.
He can catch, yes, okay, and he's not gonna be raining there, so that does make a difference. Yeah, we'll go with Odell as my dope for sure. Because they said that Ramsey is may not play in the game. So it may only be one of the maybe Boye over there. So I don't know. They may have Boye follow him if that's the case, and Boye is going to get tired at the end. So and then my nope is, I mean, I'm gonna say Jack Doyle because.
Oh, come on, that's boo-boo.
I mean, it's only because
That's
Cincy has really good linebackers. That's the only reason. But
Doyle rules.
I just think it's gonna be a TY
Doyle
game.
rules.
It's gonna be a TY game.
Baby Ham Supreme. Baby Ham Supreme. Oh, I think when I look at Miranda's squad here, I like some picks. I don't like some picks. I really like her. That's a good draft pick just because I think that for some reason everybody was sleeping on Brandon Cooks, and I like the fact that she went for Brandon Cooks. I think he fell a little bit. I don't recall exactly, but everybody thought that he's just not going to do shit from what I was listening to and reading and hearing about. But the guy's a good receiver. I just think they're going to use him appropriately, even though Sammy Watkins didn't do shit there. I think he's going to get used. He's going to be good. We will find out, Travis. We'll find out. Yeah, you were shitting on Jack Doyle, so you can just listen. You can sit there and listen. My nope. I'm nervous about Tom Brady. I said it. Look, I said it. I said it. I don't even care. I said it. I know they're at home, okay, and I know he's probably going to tear them up. But you know what? I'm going to be a little spicy and just say that the dude, it's a matter of time, Travis. It's a matter of time. And you know what? All it takes is one hit, Travis, or one weird play, and the dude is going to call it because he's good and he's golden. He's the GOAT. So I don't know. Of course, he's going to tear it up if he's good to go, but I'm nervous about that.
I don't think it's a bad pick, honestly. He had a good team. Okay, so I'm on the throne, Queen of Token.
Different name every week.
This is Sarah's team.
Sarah's team.
All right, so my dope is definitely going to be Dalvin Cook because I feel like they're going to be winning, and I feel like he's going to get a lot of run in the game. I'm not worried about Latavius Murray at all. In this game, anyway. He's going to spell him for sure. Latavius could get upwards of 10 touches, but that still leaves, 18 touches for Dalvin Cook, which is fine. My nope, you know what I'm going to say? Michael Crabtree, because I feel like they're going to run the ball a whole bunch on Buffalo, and I don't feel like they'll need to throw it that much. He may get 5 targets in the game.
I hear you. I don't necessarily agree with you, but I do hear you. I think when I look at Sarah's team, Sarah, she's got some good players. She's got some good players. And my obvious dope of her roster right now is going to be Tyreek. I like Tyreek. I just think he's a good football player. I know people say he's boom or bust. People say he's inconsistent or whatever. I know he's not going to get the same amount of target shares as the Julio or those top AJ Green or those guys who are getting tons of percentage of the looks all the time. That being said, he's my pick for the dope. My pick for the nope is Tyler Eifert. I think that if this was currently 2015, it would be a good pick, but it is currently not 2015. And therefore, Tyler Eifert is one play away from a wheelchair.
Death.
And Tyler Eifert is a good pick for the value of the round, but if I'm just picking a dope and a nope on the list, that's my pick. He's got high upside. The Bengals like to throw to the tight end in the red zone. So if he's healthy, it's like Jordan Reed. In my mind, it's like Jordan Reed. If he's healthy, he's going to be getting those touchdowns, and he's good. But I just don't think he's going to play longer than a few games. That's all.
Okay, we're going to go on to Freddie Ching and Crenshaw. Alex's team. All right. He's got a lot of really good players, especially this week. I guess for a dope, I'm going to go with I guess Kareem Hunt, because he's a good player, really, and he has a lot of players that I could put as a dope. So, I mean, I think that game is going to be high scoring because I don't think that, like I said earlier, Bosa is going to be out. I think that Bosa is going to be out anyway, and I feel like Kareem Hunt is going to be in the passing game too. So, and then my nope is definitely going to be Jimmy Graham, and that's more of a season-long nope. I think he might get in the end zone in this game, but I don't like him for the season.
All right. Good picks. I agree with those picks. My dope when I look at Alex's roster is 100% Aaron Rodgers. I'm just going to go out on a limb and be real hot with my take there. And when I pick Rodgers, because real spicy pick, I know, but that's my obvious dope pick. I just think I'm happy to see him out there playing football again. He's at home. He's going to start wrecking shop as per usual. When I pick my nope, I'm nervous about Robbie Anderson. And now I know Robbie Anderson's a good football player, but I'm also a little nervous Robbie Anderson might not get to play football at some point. But I'm also slightly nervous that McCown was just chunking the ball real far down the field, and Robbie Anderson's really fast, and he was going to get it. And now with the new quarterback situation there, maybe he won't be throwing those long balls in the same way. So we'll see. It's to be determined. He might be great, but that's my pick.
All right.
So now we're going to do winners and losers.
If you're gonna win, then you're gonna win. question with that.
We're gonna go through all of the games that are going to be played in our league this week, and we're gonna pick winners, obviously, and losers. So the first game that we're gonna do is Alex versus Cody.
Alex has Aaron Rodgers and Kareem Hunt.
Yes,
Cody has Mariota and Zeke.
yeah.
I think that I would agree with you. I don't know. When I look at this, it's really hard to say because they both have some damn good teams. But yeah, the matchups really do matter here, and I do think that Marcus Mariota for Cody going into Miami is a good situation. But also Aaron Rodgers at home is always a good situation. So it's kind of just a fucking toss-up, if we're honest.
Yeah, I feel like Cody's gonna get this. Honestly, looking at the matchups, because I think Peyton Barber's gonna probably get phased out of the game at some point because they're gonna be throwing a lot. And then obviously I said my piece about Jimmy Graham, and then I feel like Robbie Anderson's going to get Darius Slade, and that might be the killer right there. So yeah.
Fair enough.
I think Cody's got it, basically.
I think he could go either way, but I would just say in response to what you just noted there, Lamar Miller going into New England might not be that great of a game this week, depending on how that game script goes, and also having the Texans D. Depending on which Patriots shows up, might also not go very well. Even though Houston's always got a good D, but you're going into New England. I mean, shit's gonna happen. So those are my two worrisome plays, though. Even though I definitely see your points and think that Cody could definitely take the win here.
He's projected to lose, but I feel like he's got the better matchups in this.
Yeah. All right.
We'll go Keith versus Amr.
Dick's Todd time.
All right. The Dicks already have 4 points with Jake Elliott. That's not great, but it's something. It'll get there.
Excellent analysis. That was high class analysis there.
And he's got 4 points already. He played on Thursday. They didn't do very well.
It was like a preseason game.
It was a preseason game, I guess.
It's what it looked like.
It's what it felt like.
All right, so we have Amr.
I think Amr's going to take this one. I think he's got better matchups.
Yeah, Amr does have some good matchups here. I'm a little nervous about and just in terms of looking at what Keith's going into here. He does have some good matchups too. However,
he does.
It just really depends on how that. I think that weather might be a big factor because we have Jarvis Landry over on Keith's team that might definitely be impacted by that, and James Conner will be affected by that as well. So that might really matter. Is if that storm is as big as they're talking about, and both those players don't at least get theirs, that could be the difference maker.
Go Sarah versus Ricky.
Oh shit!
Yeah, Sarah's gonna win this 100%. Just because I want her to.
Nope.
And got to start Ricky out with a loss. Put him in his place. I need you to do it. Let's go. No, actually, I don't know. I feel like, Marshawn Lynch is probably, I don't know about Marshawn Lynch, and I don't know about Crabtree, but I feel like you got a couple of hard matchups, too, with Russell Wilson and Denver.
But he creates magic.
Oakland
Creates magic.
Yeah, like you said, Harrison Butker later, and Saquon going to Jacksonville.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. There are some questions here, but you already know what's gonna happen.
Sarah's gonna win. Yeah.
No, it's the opposite of that.
Okay, so we'll go Chris Lang versus Aaron. Aaron. All right, and Chris Lang already had Jay Ajayi go for 20.
Yeah, the 2 touchdowns from Ajayi definitely is a nice little start. However,
Aaron's got 23 with Julio.
Welcome
Jones.
to having Julio Jones, where you get 19 targets in a game.
19 targets, 10 catches,
That's insane.
169 yards. That's ridiculous.
It started off pretty even on both sides here.
Both had. I mean, I didn't expect Jay Ajayi to do that, honestly. But yeah, I actually got him played against me in another league. Thanks. Let's see
rough.
who's gonna win this. So, oof.
I think Aaron wins this.
I feel like Aaron's got a good shot, but I feel like
I mean, Chris is hanging in the balance with both Big Ben and Antonio Brown going into this stormy season. I'm putting all my analysis on the basis of the storm.
he's
apparently.
also got Chris Boswell.
Oh man, you got the
in the rain.
the
Don't
triple
do
Steeler
that.
threat. You're looking
Drop
like
him.
Chris Lang is.
I'll pick him up. Don't worry.
Yeah, is this Travis's lineup? Wait, no, it's Chris Lang.
Yeah, he's got Big Ben, Antonio, and Chris Boswell.
God damn.
Man is good.
God damn.
Well done.
Okay, yeah, Aaron takes the cake.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
I think Aaron's gonna win this.
All right.
I wanted Ben so bad this year.
All right, we're gonna
Booty
do
scooters.
Leslie versus me.
Booty scooters.
And,
Travis gonna get got.
I don't know. Zach Ertz didn't have a very good game. It's only 7.3 points, which I'm a little happy about. I think Trey
if that-
Burton's gonna
I mean,
beat him.
If that's the floor, though, that's if
Yeah,
for a
no,
tight
it's not
for a
bad-
tight
I mean,
end,
it's
if
not a bad game,
that's
but
the floor.
I think Trey Burton's gonna be better.
Yeah.
I got a couple of bad matchups. Like I got Doug against Denver. I got Rhett Burkhead against Houston. That's going to be bad.
You should be nervous about Baldwin and Evans and Burkhead.
I feel like Evans is going to get the targets. I don't feel like it's going to be that big of a deal.
He'll get the targets, but that doesn't mean he's gonna catch them.
With Hurts, he'll still get the 16 targets or whatever. So he'll catch 8 of them, 7.
She
of
gonna
them?
booty
I'll take
scoot right
that.
over your ass.
I don't know. She does have good matchups with Joe Mixon and Alvin Kamara and a lot of her team.
I mean, Cam Newton has a great matchup.
Stephon
Kamara
Diggs
has a
is
great
gonna
matchup. Mixon's gonna have a great. I mean, you already
Yeah,
know.
I played Stephon Diggs in daily, just so y'all know. That's a little strategy I like to do. I like to play the people that other people are playing against me in daily. That way, if they go off, I'm still happy about it.
Cheeky bugger. All right, well, who's the next matchup here?
All right, we got Miranda versus Brian.
Oh shit.
Clash of the Titans.
Okay.
Miranda's a little bit behind here. She had Devontae Freeman go down in that game on Thursday, so
6.5 points
it's
for Freeman.
Not great for number one running back.
And he got a little
but
banged up
whatever.
at the end, but he seems to be okay.
Yeah.
Still not the strongest start for your second rounder. You hope to get another touchdown on that.
I like every player that Brian has, save for Derrick Henry, just because I think that Deion Lewis is going to get a lot of run.
Yeah, I think Brian. I think
Brian takes it.
Brian takes this. He's just got some really good matchups here. He's got strong running backs. Where Miranda definitely has the same amount of upside, but I feel like there are some riskier plays there. We just don't know what Juju's going to do this week. We saw Freeman struggle a little bit. We don't know how Shady's going to do, just because the Bills are going into Baltimore, and that's going to be rough for Miranda, I think. But we'll see how it goes. Brian might take this week, but you never know.
Man.
Any given Sunday, right?
I can't wait for football this Sunday. We're going to be over at Brian and Keith's house. We're going to be watching it. We're going to be playing games if y'all want to play.
Chilling.
I'm telling you, it's going to be fun. Okay, so that was the TokeNCast, and until next time, form the token ring.
This has been a Token Ring production. All music brought to you by Richie Flow. You can find his beats at SoundCloud, Richie Flow Beats.